Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're in my shed today because it is absolutely tipping down outside. I don't have a garage to work in, so I normally do everything outside on the driveway, which has caused me quite a few problems lately. But in this episode, we're going to be talking wheels, tyres, brakes, and a few other bits and bobs that need to be done on the chassis. So don't forget, if you like watching someone building something they really shouldn't be building because they haven't got the skills or the space to do it, hit that subscribe button. Right guys, sorry if there's been a little bit of a delay on me getting some stuff done, and it's mainly because of the weather, because of, when I'm working the weather's nice, and when I'm not working it's raining, typical of living in Wales. Weather like this does not help when you're working out on the driveway. Slows things down. But there is some progress, and today, well, I'm hoping by the end of the day, there's a couple of challenges coming up, that we can have that chassis all bolted together, the wheels on, the brakes on, and have a proper rolling chassis. So, let's talk about wheels first. This is the state. Oh, that's full of old dirty water. Nice. This is the state of what we've got. I want to keep the wheels. These ones are no good. They're rotten in the corners. But I've got a couple of good ones that look this bad, because obviously you want to keep the look of the car. But tyres, what a minefield getting tyres is. I wanted something to have a good grip rating, but be a fairly stable tyre. I don't have the money to go throw in £75, £80 a tyre on that car. We need 4 of them, one for the spare, even though it's a 3-wheeler. So I looked at Nankangs and Dunlops and Firestones, and I got fixated on the Euro charts here. We don't care about this side, the noise and the fuel consumption. Who cares? We're going to be making a lot of noise. We're going to be drinking a lot of fuel. But it's this one, the grip rating. The brakes aren't brilliant on that car anyway. I've got a plan to make that better. But I wanted something with a good grip rating. All the premium tyres were down at the C grade. And that's about an extra 2 or 3 car lengths based on these ratings. But they're good for performance and stability. The budget tyres, they were all B grade, but not very good reviews on stability. Even the Nankangs didn't get very good reviews for grip, in manoeuvres. But then I come across these. These are Falcon Sinceras. What are they? SN832 Eco Run. They've actually got an A grip rating. And I've done a bit of investigating, and Falcons, whilst these are only £33 a tyre, the Falcons are actually a subsidiary, or a partnership rather, in Japan with Dunlop, and these are now standard fitment on many brand new cars. So I feel quite comfortable buying Falcon budget tyres to go on this build. I'll be interested to hear what you guys think in the comments, so let me know what you think about the wheels and tyre choice. Now, onto the brakes. We have got a good stash of stuff here from CHG Classics. So I've bought stuff off him before, and I've gone and bought all the brake parts we need. I've also got the new bearing, because if you remember in the video a few back, it was too small. We have got brake lines, flexi lines, new cylinders for front and rear, all new spring clips, new springs, handbrake cable, sets of shoes, front and rear shoes. Look at that, Reliant, brand new in box. And I've also, if you recall, I was making suspension hangers, and you know what? I decided for the money, I'll just buy some new ones. So we got some genuine Reliant spring hangers. Right. I've got to go and weld up the front wheel hangers because I tacked them on. I need to finish that off, so I'm going to get that done now. I won't show you that. You've seen enough of me welding, and I will start putting these brakes together. Right, let's crack on. It is absolutely hammering them. So before we can crack on to the brakes, I've got to finish off this radius arm. You can see we've got a bit of damage there, and that's exactly the same on the other side. So I'm going to get the grinder on that, grind that flat, chuck a patch over it both sides. I've now got the bearings to finish this off from CHG Classics. So that'll allow us to get the hub back on. But I can do that after I've done the brakes. And then I've got this little toy. I managed to pick this up off a friend for 20 quid from a house clearance. So that will allow me to re-drill these, because I don't know if you can see just there, the screw snapped, and also on this one I'll lift the hub off, because these need a good clean as well. These are the old hubs. I have no idea if they will clean up well. That one is squash flat by my own ham-fistedness. Right, I've got the grinder on that and I've rubbed that completely back, and you can see it has completely gone through there. Now I think what's happened is the way they've made this in the past, they've welded it around here, but they've not welded it on the back, and then as you drive along, all the water ingresses through here. It's completely blown there. Luckily the steel underneath is okay. This top piece has been the sacrifice, but I know that when I rub back the other side, it's going to be exactly the same. So I'm not happy about just cutting this off and putting a patch on there, because this is part of the rigidity of what's holding the front wheel together. So I've had to order a sheet of 16 gauge steel. That's not going to arrive for a week or so due to the lockdown, and my local supplier only doing massive sheets, 8 foot by 4 foot sheets, which I don't need. I don't know where to store that sort of stuff. So that's on hold. So let's turn our attentions to this bad boy and see if I can get the hub holders drilled out. Let's have a go. Right guys, I'm having a really frustrating day. I've got to stop. I haven't got all the brake parts I need. So I've been on the phone to James at CHG Classics. He's going to get those sent down to me. I just needed a few extra bits because this thing has been sitting and rotting for so long. I need new adjusters and new spring plates, and they didn't come in your standard brake refresh pack. So they're on their way. I can't finish the welding because the electrical circuit in this shed isn't good enough. Well, the wiring is good enough, but I've only got 16 amp circuit breakers in here. So I've got a 20 amp circuit breaker on its way, so I can finish the welding in here. Because you've seen the rain, I can't weld outside, I can't weld anywhere else. So I'll just upgrade that. That will only take a few minutes, that's fine. Like I say, the rest of the wiring in here is fine. I can't finish the drilling of the hubs, because the drill bits I got, which I borrowed off my friend, are like jelly. I may as well be trying to drill through it with some Deo spaghetti. So I've got some new drill bits on order. So there's only one thing to do, and that is to go sit on my bum in front of the TV and have a bit of a Harry Potter marathon with the kids, because it's half term, I'm off work for 2 weeks, so let's go spend a bit of time with them. And then, well, it'll be like that for you guys, and then I'll have the rest of the parts here. We can crack on and finish it off. I really can't wait to see this as a rolling chassis, proper rolling chassis. So, right, Harry Potter it is. Right, so a couple of days later, I've now got the adjusters and the retaining clips from CHG Classics. So cheers, James, thanks for getting those to me. So now we nearly broke my cup. So now we should have everything we need to put these brakes together. So let's crack on. And that's what they go like. So they're hooked on the back. So here's the fun now of refitting them. There we are. That's a lot better. Oh, what a plonker. Right then, let's put these retaining clips in again. Oh, it's nice to be regaining old skills. A little bit of a brief interlude then. I just had to go rescue a little Robin out of the garage. He got himself all stuck down in a corner behind bits of Porsche. Lucky I spotted him. So just a quick reminder, as a before and after. They're not perfect inside. I'd like to get them machined, so I might pop them down to a local engineering company, get that done, or I might just run them and see how they go. But they're not come up too bad. Right, let's get them fitted. Bit of copper slip. Yeah. So that's the brakes back on both sides. We put the flexi hose on there. Obviously these are only little, gently fitted for now, because I'll do all that tidyiness on the car. We've got that popped over there. There's only one flexi hose on these because it is fed from the one side, which I didn't realise until I was doing these brakes. We've got the handbrake mechanism here. I'm not fitting that just yet because I want to take this off and clean it up. But essentially that just screws onto there. These clip onto the ends there. And the handbrake cable I bought will connect onto there and then run up to the handbrake. So, this is ready to drop onto the chassis. So I'm going to get this out of the way. I'm going to bring in the radius arm, and then we'll get the bearings on the radius arm. We'll do the brakes on the front, and then we'll bolt it all into the car. Don't you just hate doing that happens? Can't get the blooming thing out. Right, I got the axle and the running gear back on last night. I didn't film it because it got too dark and it was tipping down with rain. What I'm going to do now is we're going to put the shell back on. With all this bad weather, it's been an absolute nightmare lately. I've got nowhere dry to keep on working on this at the moment. So we're going to put the shell back on top, put the cover over it, and then I'm going to focus on the stuff I can do in the garage, which is the doors, the boot, the fuel tank, get the engine sorted, the exhausts in it, and a rebuild on the engine. So that's ready to go into the car. But right now, in between the rainstorms, I'm just going to get this shell on. Right. 2, 3, go. And there it is, on wheels. First time for it to be on a solid chassis, wheels and suspension for probably 30 odd years. She's been off the road 36 years. So she's not done yet. Here she is under covers for a little while, just to keep her dry. So the plan now is I'm going to finish tightening up a few bolts underneath. We will put the steering in just so I can move it around, and then during these bad weather I'm going to focus on the doors, getting the windows sorted, getting the engine refurbed and various other bits, building the fuel tank. There's lots to do, but not much I can do outside. So we'll crack on, we'll get a lot of stuff done, and the plan is hopefully to have this at a show like Santa Pod in the summer. So I better pull my finger out now. Right, cheers guys, thanks for watching, and wish me luck. Take it easy.